Hey. Today is a very special day. You could say it's a red letter day, if you like. And I've been thinking about making this video for a very long time. I know some people won't like it. And I'm thinking that's even more of a reason why it should happen. And why I would like everyone to know that I'm HIV positive. You might think, why are you doing this? Why would a porn actor and an escort shoot his career in the face? People have so many things to say about this. And of course, they look right from their perspective, but I've been keeping this secret for years. And since I started working in sexual health, I haven't done much, but I've already noticed how many people are putting days upon weeks upon years of effort to benefit the sexual well-being of our community. Having seen that, I can't sit on the secret, and I need to do this for myself as much as for anyone else out there who might need to hear this. Let's go on to some facts. I contracted HIV when I was about 9 months in porn. So I've had it for about 3.5 years, for almost as long as some of you have known about me, really. I took 3 months out, not only from porn, but also of sex, because I felt disgusting and I felt unlovable, and I thought my life was gonna end, and I never thought I would continue. Sorry about that. It's bad fucking timing, isn't it? I never thought I would continue doing porn, but then I found out about the antiretroviral treatment, which is given to people who have contracted HIV, and it's very successful. It meant that my viral load, which was originally around 2 million cells per square milliliter, I think that's what it is, eventually went down to a few thousand, and then a few hundreds, and eventually it was actually not detected at all, which is called undetectable. It's actually very safe to have a completely regular, if not slightly crazy, sex life. And while you should be protecting yourself, of course, from all the other infections, HIV isn't a problem causing you anxiety anymore. Now, if you are... Actually, no, one more thing. A lot of people would probably wonder, how did he get it? Some people may say, he's a whore, he's a porn actor, of course, duh. And I've met him at a chill out or whatever. Cool. You can say that. And in fact, I'm not going to go ahead and fabricate a story of how my ex-boyfriend cheated on me, didn't tell me, and then he gave me HIV. I know that some people go through that, and that is very unfortunate, and I can't even begin to say how sorry I am for that. In my case, I just went to a party. I had unprotected, you say HIV impairs your speech. I went to a party and I had unprotected sex with multiple guys. It was fun. And then I was sick. A little sick. I even had a cold sore, which I had never had since I was like a kid. And then after a week I thought, oh, it's gonna be okay, I'm getting better, and then it hit me and I lost shit ton of weight. Flu-like symptoms don't even begin to cover it. I know for a lot of people it may be fairly asymptomatic, like you can have some fever, diarrhea, so on. Yes, diarrhea. But For me, it was very obvious that something was wrong, and I was going from doctor to doctor. I had all kinds of symptoms, and I thought I was gonna die. And it takes a weight off my shoulder to finally be able to actually say that openly. It was bad, so bad. But I survived, and in time, I got better. I went on medication quite early. I joined a study and another study, because I think it's important if you do get diagnosed that you make sure we have a cure at some point. Although, let's face it, if we do, it's very likely that no one's gonna get it until someone seriously capitalizes on it. But that's just the world we live in. Now, all of you who are negative and are listening to this thinking this doesn't affect you, because you're not stupid, you're not a whore, you can take care of yourself. Well, guess what? I used to say exactly the same things, and like you, I also use the word clean. The thing is, you see, it takes one mistake, it takes one night out, one chill out, one bareback fuck to join the club. It really is that easy. If you're the kind of guy who sits on the dick first and then asks questions, then you, my friend, have speedy boarding onto this ride. I guarantee that. So like I said, this is a reversible, which I'm sure is like preaching to the choir because everyone knows that HIV is for life. But to be fair, I'm fine with that. And I know I'm one of millions. And I want to say that my heart goes out to all of you who are living with the virus. I know how bruising it can be to your self-esteem and how damaging, at least in the early stages, to your body, especially if you don't take care of yourself. It's horrible, it's fucking hard. But the worst part is the judgment, and even cruelty, not even from the general public, but from people from your own community. I know where that comes from, because you want to disassociate yourself from the problem, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help. We are all in this. You could have HIV tomorrow. 1 out of the 8 guys you fuck have it. Some of them don't even know it. If they're undetectable, good for you, but if they're not, then the risk of transmission is very high. I'm starting to preach now. I promised myself I wouldn't do that. It gets better. It was hard for me, probably even harder because I was already in the porn industry and some people knew of me and I just wanted to disappear. But it gets better. The dust will settle and eventually you'll realize that painful as this experience is, having HIV is not that bad. It's actually an experience that has taught me so much and has given me so much appreciation for my own life that I don't think I would ever go back and change it. I know it sounds crazy, but I guess what I'm trying to say is take care of yourself. You'll be fine. On that note, I'm going to go and leave you with this. But before I do, I want to thank my Impulse family. including David Stewart, who isn't officially part of it, but who's been a wonderful friend and mentor. Guys, it's invaluable. I don't know if I'll ever be able to express how much being part of Impulse has given me. For those of you who don't know what Impulse is, it's a gay men's sexual and mental health organization which has come to London last year, which I work for. I'm the advocacy director, and we organize parties. We are a charity that, first of all, doesn't need any funding from you, and secondly, takes care of bringing the services that are already existing in London onto the party scene, because we believe that, and that's the scene that's most susceptible to contracting the whole range of infections. So stay tuned to us. We're here for you, and we are Impulse London. That's on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Whew. Stay together.